All right, my friends. So today we took a look at Harland Brewing, a labor of beer out of San Diego. This is their West Coast IPA. This is actually a really, really nice, well-crafted, and tasty beer. The beautiful thing about Harland Brewing is they let us know what they put in our freaking beer. Very few people do. So we were looking at Simcoe, Chinook, and Crush for the hops, and I think the Crush were the ones that put that nice lemon back end on here. She's piney, and as she goes through the flavor progressions, the pine drops off and the lemon starts to present. Now, to be fair, the lemon really never presents more than like a 4, so 6 pine, 4 lemon. Doesn't matter. Tasty beer. We were looking at 6.5 for the ABV. The IBUs on here, best guessed, were 45. Now, they could be 80, and they just really crafted and tempered this well, but they don't tell us. So, I'm going to assume they were 45. That's how they reacted to my palate. A really solid beer, and I'm not an IPA guy. I don't, especially not piney IPAs. I prefer juicies and hazies, but the pine thing, what am I, a beaver? Anyway, we gave her a 4.75. Yeah, no, she's really good. We ran her from down into the 30s up into the 60s because we had some disruptions. You know what they say, shit, it happens. But yeah, no, all the way through, she was still really solidly well built and crafted. Now, because you guys do get the last sip, that is what happens here on the shorts. We shoot the long form. Then we do short afterwards. We are looking, holy jumping catfish. I have a 71.4 here. Or a 73, depending on what part of the glass it's in and how you look at it. Yes, I have my hippie pocket rag with me today. At the girls all weekend, so when the girls are here, they're my granddaughters. Do what makes them happy, just to piss off their parents. Yeah. Turn my car with no gas in it. Let's see what she looks like in the 70s. Again, way outside the temperature I would ever consider a beer to be drinkable unless I am around a fire in the middle of winter, and it is a stout. The flavor profile is still really nice. The pine is increased and the lemon is backed off. We've lost the soft palate and intradentals, but we have gone to sublinguals and extras with a little bit of burn on the back of the throat. Just goes to show. You never know unless you try. Yeah, this beer was worth $4.75. It's really solid. This is a really good brewery. We have done their Japanese rice lager, which was solid. Kitsune is the only place by me that does a better one. And you're talking to a guy who's like, Sapporo? Samoro to me, sir. Yeah, I like this beer. It was worth it. So would I buy it again? Sure. Drink it again? Wouldn't bat an eye. Try it on tap? I'd love to tap this. Handed this to me out of the cooler, I'd say thank you very much. You are obviously a man of fine taste and refinement. Good for the style, excellent for the style. Flavor progression, out of the park. Well balanced, well crafted, worth every one of the 4.75 points I've given it. The only reason she's a 4.75 instead of a 5 is because I'm a prick, and I'm also not a beaver. And I don't eat trees. But, there are piney people out there. And if I told you the last thing I pined for, we get thrown off of YouTube because it was beautiful and semi-automatic and just out of my price range. Just saying. Yeah. All right, my friends. Thank you for coming by. Putting eyeballs on. People, love you. Big 3. Skull. Well into the 70s. Well, I would not drink this beer at this temperature. Still smooth, still tasty. We've lost anything on the intras. Everything is just literally front third of the tongue, back of the throat. You've lost buccals, you've lost sublinguals. Then again, who the hell drinks beer at 73 friggin' degrees? And if they do, I want to have a conversation with them. There are places for people that do that. They're very nice. They're staffed by very nice people. They play very soft music every day. The walls are very soft. And the beautiful thing about the jackets is they buckle in the back. Adios, my friends.